Hi guys, it's Chris here at Purely Outdoors, and today I'm bringing you a brand new Driveaway awning from Dometic on review. This is a Dometic Leggera 260 DA, meaning Driveaway awning. So specifically tailored towards campervans and motorhomes. We'll go through which vehicles this works with. But what they've really done with the Leggera is they've taken a very popular fixed awning from a caravan and motorhome perspective, slightly tailored it with the ability of adding a tunnel and increasing that height range to sort of convert it into a great Driveaway option now within the range. So we're going to talk through the main exterior and interior features, but let's talk about dimensions first and what vehicles it will fit and how much floor space you've got to play with. So the standard awning depth for this one is 2.4 meters by 2.6. So a nice sort of good standard porch space that you'd expect a table and chairs or to pack away some storage items as well. And then you've got almost nearly a meter on the tunnel section as well in terms of depth. So loads of space to play with. We'll get into the key sort of nuances of how the tunnel work, etc. But in terms of the height range, this will fit any van from 2.2 meters up to 3 meters. So a huge wide range of campervans and motorhomes. Most popular, I think this awning will be more at that 250, 260 height, where you sort of bang in the middle of the height range, specifically Fiat Ducatos, boxer type chassis motorhomes. But obviously you've got adjustability in the tunnel, which we'll talk through in more detail by using a webbing strap to sort of increase or decrease that fabric on the tunnel section. So in terms of the fabric to start with, we'll jump straight into that. So it shares the same fabric as the Leggera fixed awning. So this is the Weather Shield 150 denier. So a very nice, robust but lightweight fabric, meaning the pack size on this total Driveaway awnings around 26 kg, which is nice and manageable from a pack size and weight perspective for towing. But what it gives you is sort of that ruggedness that you'd expect in a Driveaway fabric. So very comparable with the Vango Driveaway range. So you might have seen models such as the Cove or the Pharos that shares that 150 denier in terms of thickness. So very relatable from that perspective. But what I like most about this awning is its sort of unique design. So you don't see many others on the market that have this sort of one air beam system that's got this lovely apex in the middle. It just gives you that Gothic arch, that sort of apex where it allows rainwater to run off really nice and easily. So really great feature from the air beam system and the fabric perspective. It's also packed with other features such as you've got your storm strap points in either corner. You've got lovely side windows here that many awnings in this category don't. So you've got a nice sort of light coming in from either side, and you've got hooded vents as well to give you that ventilation at the front of the awning, and then you've got apex ventilations in the back corners as well. So really nice features there. One thing this doesn't have compared to the fixed model, so on the Leggera 260 fixed, you'd note you have a zip here that you could attach a further canopy. The Driveaway version doesn't have that. But in terms of the doorway, you've got a really nice open span door. We've rolled it up here, but you could roll it down, then you've got a full floor to ceiling PVC window, or if you want that privacy, it's got a toggling curtain as well. So that's your doorway configuration. What we'll do is we'll take a look inside, because you'll see that you've got 2 doors on either side of the main awning section and a further 2 doors in the tunnel section as well. So we'll jump straight in now, go through the interior features. Okay guys, so we're on the interior now of the Leggera 260 Driveaway. First thing we note for me is the sense of space in here. So it's a really nice, generous sort of living space to the awning. What we'll do is we'll talk about the key interior features in the main section, and then we'll talk a little bit more how the tunnel then works with that. But first thing you might note is that you've got a roof stretcher pole here. So that really allows either air beam to connect and stay nice and taut. So obviously we've got the Gothic arch at the front here, which you pump up first. And then you've got this more squared air beam here that goes more into the tunnel section. And just so you've got that nice tension on the fabric, they include one of these stretcher poles as well. So that's how the air beams interconnect. So it's not a single point inflation awning like the rally Driveaways. You would have to pump each beam up at a time, but it's nice and quick and easy to do that. Comes with the manual pump included as well. Let's talk about some of the key interior features. So we talked about in terms of access points on the awning. As you can see, we've got the mesh doorway here. That's the same on either side. So again, that's going to allow in the summer months loads of airflow into the awning. It's going to help with that, you know, reduction of condensation that might build up. So a really nice feature there from Dometic. And then what you'll notice here, we talked about it before, but you've got the side windows, you've also got the hooded vents, and you can see a little bit more just the shape of this air beam that we talked about. So as we then segue into the tunnel section, you'll note we've got a divider here, which is really useful because sometimes it's great to use the tunnel section as sort of a storage, maybe a utility toilet area, and it's nice to give yourself that screen, that privacy away from maybe the main body of the awning. So you can choose to zip this out completely if you prefer a complete flow through from your van into the awning, but you've got the option to fully close it up, take it to halfway that we've done here, or roll back completely. So really nice feature there. It's sort of unique to Dometic driveaways actually. We don't see this on many other awning models in the market, but a really nice feature there. And as we come into the tunnel section, you'll notice it's actually a really nice generous tunnel space. So you've got just nearly 1 meter in terms of depth on the tunnel, and you can see a little bit more here how we've got the side door. So that will give you access points if you didn't want to walk through the awning. You could step out through your sliding door, your door in your motorhome, access either side of the tunnel. And then a little bit more details on how we tension this. So you can see the webbing strap that we've got here, and the fabric sort of concertinas up, like your sort of traditional old fan that you might have. The fabric can just literally sort of collapse on itself. So if you're more at that lower end of the height range at 2.2 meters, you'd want to tension this as much as possible. And as your van gets taller and taller, you just release this out. So a nice way of making sure that that excess fabric stays nicely in place. And what you really want for your tunnel section is that it's nice and taut and the water can run off nice and easily. So that's your tunnel section, guys. Obviously, in terms of sealing it to the van, works in the same way as the Leggera fixed awning. You've got your limpet hole punches there ready, so you can put your limpet straight in, get a nice seal to the van. So hopefully that's a good sum up, guys, of the interior of the Leggera driveway. What we'll do now is we'll just pop out to the front and sum up this awning. Okay guys, so in summary, hopefully that's sort of gone through the main exterior and interior features on this brand new Leggera 260 driveway. So I think it gives you loads of versatility on the campsite. You've got that ability to drive away. So if you want to take the van out for a day trip, you can do that. And I think it's going to look really, really aesthetic alongside most of your camper vans or motorhomes. If you feel like you might not need all of that drive away functionality, then I would definitely say check out the other video we've done on the Leggera 300. This is another new model for 2026. That would be a fixed awning on the side of your motorhome. Smaller height range, so only 235 to 265, but it just gives you that little bit more width. So I would definitely check out the full collection from Dometic on this Leggera model. There's definitely going to be a size in there for you, whether that's drive away or fixed, but definitely check out the full range on our website here at Purely Outdoors. And if you've got any questions, as always, drop them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.